Hello, everybody. This is Messages from the Moon from Born Without Boundaries. This is our celebration of the full moon that's coming up, full moon in Pisces. I'd like to share a little excerpt first about the full moon that I thought was really wonderful. But one thing that Piscean energy really encourages us to do right now, the moon is not currently in Pisces. It will be in Pisces in the next couple of days. September 2nd is the day that the moon is full. So these moon parties are a celebration of the moon itself, of how the moon impacts us and affects us, our relationship with the moon, and really to help understand just how much the actual moon has pull over us as individuals. So I have organized the cards, I've meditated on them, and I've clarified them. Each of the 12 zodiac signs has a wonderful array of messages that are coming through for it. So I will be time stamping this clearly afterward, right? Not during. I can't time stamp during the reading. This can be, I hope you guys will stay with me, but these can be very long readings. So if you'd like to contribute to the channel, please go ahead and do so. I would appreciate it. And of course, I am extremely grateful. I do personal readings. My books tend to fill up weeks out, so please get a hold of me as quickly as you can. I love doing them, and they're one of my just get a hold of me if you like it. If they're recorded readings, I don't schedule phone calls with you. That just gets too crazy with time schedules, and this is more convenient for the both of us. So let's get into the moon reading. I want to focus on that Piscean energy and what it can really first help us with, and then second, what the pitfalls can be. The first thing that Piscean energy can really help us with is broadening our minds. Hi, Jess. Hi, Ami. Thank you so much. The biggest thing that Piscean energy can really elevate in us is our ability to our ability to believe in our dreams, our ability to believe in what might seem impossible or unrealistic. And that is not the dark side of get lost in delusions, escape into fantasy. And that can be the dark side. That can be the caveat of Piscean energy. But the beautiful and sort of soul exalting, thank you so much, Catalina, for your donation. Catalina D, you rock. You're amazing. You're amazing. Blessings to you. Thank you, Catalina D. The wonderful thing about Piscean energy when it is vibing harmoniously is that it doesn't allow these walls to block it in and say, oh, you can't. It is really so focused. I love you for giving the donation. Thank you so much. It allows you to say, it allows you to not say can't. Basically, it puts you in a frame of mind that says, if I can dream it, I can do it. So let's just get it done. Pisceans that are vibrating really, really harmoniously are people who don't separate their dreams from reality, so they don't feel like their dreams can't become reality. They're always open to the possible. They're always looking for solutions and being ingenuitive and creative to get things done. I think we stereotype Piscean energy as, hey man, artistic, like in there with splatter paint, Jackson Pollock, which is not true. Frickin' Einstein was a Pisces, but this is that broad, expansive, no boundaries kind of mindset that's beautiful to that Piscean energy. And just like Einstein, I think he worked about almost a decade to prove his theory of relativity. He just wouldn't stop. And the reason why he wouldn't stop is because he didn't see no. He didn't see impossibilities. He just saw, okay, what do I have to do in this step? Okay, what do I have to do to get this done? And that's a wonderful asset that Pisceans have. And so over this full moon in Pisces, we can be jam-packed rich with this energy to really believe and expand our minds and believe that anything is possible, and also have our creative energy so filled up. Hi. Okay, I can't play with you throughout the whole time. I love you very much. That's my little baby. To be so filled up with that creative energy that will find a way. That is an amazing aspect of this Piscean energy. The downside could be we might want to escape into our fantasies and use our fantasies as a place to hide. And that, of course, now in a very small way, sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we need that place to heal, and our fantasies and the realm of the mysteries and the infinitely possible is where we need to go to feel cured of all the shackles and chains or scars or bruises that the shackles and chains of the real world leave on us. So, hey, if you're feeling like you really just need a day of self healing, a day of self meditation, a day of snuggling into your couch and cuddling in a blanket because you need the healing, then that is a perfect time to do this, as long as you, in celebration of the full moon, are focused on releasing the scars, healing the scars. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. Focused on your self-value and your self-worth, and the realization that you do deserve better than feeling unsafe, and just getting back to your own balance. I compare it to us to instruments. So if you use this period as an escape, use it as a time to tune yourself, to fine tune yourself, so that you know when you go out and you start playing with others, at least you're in tune. And if there's any dissonance, it's probably not coming from you, it's probably coming from them, and at least then you'll know it. Now, okay. So I'm sorry, these are interruptions. I apologize. But yay, I got a text from somebody that I'm excited about. Now, I would actually recommend get out there and let yourself be ingenuitive. Get out there and let yourself be creative. Get out there and like test your own sensibilities in terms of what you have discovered is possible inside yourself. Piscean full moon energy is a wonderful time to try to paint, try to write, like put your creative energy to work. If you want to, go figure out that math computation, but put your ability and your mental dexterity, I think is the right phrase. Put your mental dexterity to good and proper use. That's a wonderful time. Now, all full moons are a time for us to release the crap that we don't need. And Pisces is the water sign of all water signs. It is the mutable sign of all water signs. It is the eldest sign in our zodiac, which means that it is believed that people who are born into Piscean energy have lived and experienced the lives in all the other 12 zodiac signs before then. So it is considered the oldest and wisest of the zodiac signs. I'm not saying that all Pisces are actually wise or old, but I'm saying that the sign itself, the energy, but you have to understand what that means. In terms of your life, the energy of Pisces has a lot of memories. It's held on to a lot of emotions. It's absorbed a lot of things that have hurt and harmed it and also made it feel joy. But it's almost like that dissolving place for all the emotions you've experienced over your life. And Piscean full moon is the perfect time for you to purge all that old crap. And what you can do to help yourself purge the emotional crap is to actually purge the material crap that's cluttering your life that you have emotional attachments to. And sometimes, because we are 3D creatures, when we get rid of something tangible, it helps us to release the emotion that we've attached to it. So if you can clear out the clutter of your space, especially momentums that you've held on to, things that you've held on to that you never look at, and for some reason you keep them, for some reason that it's not a good reason. You don't have a good reason. Hi, Amber. I was just down by you, girl. I was in Rancho Santa Fe. I was just down by there. So, what was I saying? I apologize. This is a perfect time for us to purge and to clean out our space, especially our heart space. But don't underestimate that potential for what cleaning out crap does for your heart space. Like, don't. It's an amazing, amazing experience that makes you feel liberated and free and makes you think, you know what? It reminds you, it helps to tangibly remind your psychic emotions that I'm ready for something new. I'm open. And remember, the best time for us to receive, the only time we receive is when we've made space to receive. So if you want and you're looking for feeling different, leave yourself open and cleanse yourself emotionally. And cleansing that physical place is a great place to start. The second place to go is to actually get yourself out there and try something new to help force and wring out those old emotions. Get into your body to get your emotions cleansed. There are ways that you can externally impact your internal health, right? And that is to sort of allow yourself to get out of your headspace. Pisces is not a headspace sign, right? It's a psychic sign. It's the sign of the intuition. I mean, I don't want to be cliche and say, hey, take a yoga class. No, it's more or less whatever you've held on to that is making you heavy. Start now. This is a great time to start releasing it. It really is. If you're an emotional eater, this is a great time to cleanse yourself and eat really good foods. I know that sounds more like an earth sign thing, but it's so therapeutic and helpful for how you feel inside yourself and how your soul feels. Your body is related to your soul. We can't separate those two things. So, this is definitely that period of purge. Purge anything that's going to help clean out your waters faster. Let me read to you a little excerpt that I read on the daily a couple of days ago. It's something written by Danielle Blackwood. It's the full moon in Pisces, and she has great insights, so I want to share them with you. The full moon in Pisces illuminates the mystery behind the veil of the high priestess. Pisces is connected to the archetypes of the mystic, the dreamer, the poet, and the witch. This full moon is a threshold to the other world and a good time for divination, mediumship, and working with spirits. It is also a powerful time for magical workings that include trance work, dream work, and connecting with the water element. Creative inspiration and intuitive knowing are enhanced by the light of this moon, but we can just as easily feel overwhelmed and wish to pull the covers over our heads and escape. Kuan Yin, the Buddhist goddess of compassion, is one deity that embodies the Pisces archetype. It is said that just calling or chanting her name will protect one from harm. One word of advice with this lunation: keep your feet and maintain healthy boundaries so you don't get swept away by the currents. You can chant this. This is a suggested chant. Kuan Yin, I call on you to remind me to have compassion, not only for others, but for myself. Dreams, guys. You will be getting dreams. Write them down. If you wake up at 3:33 or anywhere around 3 o'clock a.m., do not forget your dreams. Prepare yourself for this energy by having your journal right by your bed, getting that pencil ready. If you wake up in the early morning hours, then you basically put your feet on the ground, turn on your light, grab your pen and paper, and write down all the images and feelings in your head and review it later on. It is essential because this is a time where magic will work through dreams. Dreams will talk to you and communicate to you very articulately, and they will inspire you. I'm not just talking about dreams as in wants and desires. I dream to be a celebrity. No, I'm talking about actual dreams and psychic communications through dreams. This is the time when you have to pay attention to them and really write them down. You're going to be full of them, surrounded by them, maybe even drowned in them. So be prepared. Trance work and dream work are almost self-specific magic, and magic that can help to connect or commune with somebody else. Not necessarily magic that controls a circumstance, though it can help to manifest by controlling your dreams. Not even just your actual dreams, but active daydreaming, lying, and putting yourself, almost visualization, putting yourself in, getting yourself in a comfortable position, putting yourself in a trance-like state or a quasi-sleep state or just a relaxed state, and imagining exactly the life that you want and living in that moment and remembering how it makes you feel. So that when you remember by remembering that feeling, if you connect to it, if anything makes you feel in the living world, in the real world, makes you feel the way that dream state made you feel, you know that it's right for you. In other words, you've created your own internal alarm system that rings that bell to say, this is right for me, this is wrong for me. Because if you've identified that state through that dream state, that trance state, you've identified what happiness is for you. When you recognize that feeling, you'll know that that thing is right for you, right? It's a preparation for, it's a prep zone. It's not the ultimate universe. I can't, that's my son. Normally I'd answer, and I'm waiting for him to call, but I can't answer now. I know that you've all been waiting for this, so let's get right in. I always start with Scorpio. You're my peeps. I love you. Thank you for your support of the channel. Your videos are the only ones that consistently have over 10,000 views, and I adore you, and I'm so grateful. So let's start with Scorpio. These are messages for this full moon energy for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. I will be getting all the other 12 signs. Remember, these are general readings, general messages, and general energies for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. And yes, this is for sun, moon, rising Scorpio, wherever Scorpio influences your life. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, so this might be some information that you are needing to hear. Let's begin. I always start in celebration of the moon with the Moonology cards. This is a beautiful deck. I don't know where I found, yeah. This is a beautiful deck. Well, I'll show it to you. It's an oracle card deck by Yasmin Boland, and it can be used for interpretation, understandings, comprehension, and for guidance. So, no, I'm not doing an advertisement. I just want you to know what decks I'm using. New moon in Virgo. This is really interesting energy. This is the card that came out for you. New moon in Virgo, which means you guys need a new start. You need a fresh start. That virginal, kind of open, naive, but also intimidated, scared, worried a little bit. Because, hey, it's like if you watch an episode from the Golden Girls, it's like I'm jumpier than a virgin at a rodeo. It's like at a prison rodeo. There's a sense of, yes, you're new, and this is a new start and a new beginning, but that doesn't mean you're intrepidatious, right? It doesn't mean that you're all gung-ho. There's a little bit of fear here. There's a little bit of worry because you're new, because you haven't experienced this territory yet. There's a sense of, do I trust it? Now, for Scorpios, it takes a long time for you guys to trust anything. So you have to take your time with things, and you have to know your surroundings. This Virgo new moon, a time to give rather than take. That's really interesting because giving is, in other words, it's a way to connect with people that still leaves you in control of the situation. So you don't feel vulnerable if somebody hasn't given you what you want or showed up at the right time. You don't feel vulnerable when you are giving instead of waiting to receive. You are actually putting yourself into the position of, first of all, I have, and so I can share. And so you're putting yourself into the position of abundance. And second of all, you're also keeping yourself in the position of control. So I'm controlling the circumstance. I'm controlling the situation. I'm doing the giving so I don't have to wait for somebody else. So in other words, it's helping you emotionally to feel secure in a new situation. Really interesting. Let's see what the next card that comes out. Okay, this is the, oh my God. I know. Work Your Light deck. I don't know if I'm going to do this for all these guys, but this is the Work Your Light deck if you guys are curious. All the links are below. And this is Pleiades. Whoa. So double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And isn't that just a way to give? So this is a sense of giving your wisdom, donating your time, and showing people how to live better lives and get in touch with their higher selves. And what a more beautiful sign to task this with than Scorpio, who is not afraid to look at the ugly side of life and still be able to believe in the beauty of tomorrow. So this is you definitely getting yourself into a position of making yourself feel more powerful and more full by positioning yourself in the way of helping somebody else, guiding somebody else, whether it be spiritual guidance, giving advice, sitting and talking with somebody for hours who doesn't feel that they can open up to anybody else. Volunteering, it could be a time of feeding the homeless, going and volunteering to help people who need things. Like, this is a wonderful time for you to get outside yourself, get outside your head, and feel useful again. That's what this underlying mentality is, Scorpio. There's a need to feel useful again. There's a need to reconnect with this idea that you are valuable and people do value you. And there's a place, it's almost like you felt disconnected, and this is the place to get connected. Pleiades are also this energy that always communes with us and helps us and guides us and protects us. So it's almost like you're stepping into that role to help provide guidance. I would not be surprised if it was up to you to help somebody else find a way to heal, or help somebody else who is new at something figure out how to get the ground under their feet. Give them advice and give them guidance as to just suggestions for living and to make themselves feel better. Let's look at the next cards. These are my dream interpretation cards. I think I have this one right here. So this is the dream interpretation deck. And this is brand new for me. You know what I thought was so ironic, Scorpio? When I pulled this new moon in Virgo card, it was really interesting because we're not in a new moon, we're in a full moon, but we are in Virgo season. We're dead smack in the middle of early September. This is Virgo season. So you have the energy of you're going to make a fresh start. You're going to make a fresh start in Virgo season. You're starting over. And even though you're intrepidatious, helping others will help you. Even though you're hesitant, helping others will put you in a position that feels really comfortable for you right now and help you get out there. And then you have the moon card, which is dreams and fantasies and infinite possibilities and psychic and meditation. So this is speaking to that deep sense of yourself, that those parts of yourself that are sometimes too dark to share, those parts of yourself or others. In other words, how understanding yourself can make you so useful to others by not being afraid of what they feel, of their emotions, of their dark sides, their light sides, their dreams. This is also a sense of dreams are going to be coming to you, Scorpio, major, big time. You're going to be getting some psychic downloads that I think are going to help you. They're not going to help you in terms of the imagery. Watch how the imagery makes you feel, because the feeling is most essential here. That's how it basically, emotional communication is the best way that our psyche communicates with us. So how do things make you feel? Right? And do we want to keep that feeling, or do we want to get rid of it? But these dreams are going to be coming to you, clarifying a lot of things for you. Next, we have the advice card. And I have to say, what a nut. Stop. No. Once again, she's eating my shoe. I'm sorry about that, guys. You are safe. Oh, you are safe. And this is what I found when I thought about the Pleiades card. This sense that, you know what, Scorpio, as much as as much as you act as a protector for others, you are protected too. You are protected by the divine guiding forces of this universe. And those feelings and those emotions and those downloads that you get are coming to you because you're the perfect conduit for them, and you'll know exactly what to do with them. You are protected. You're not only the protector. So there is a level of safety here. And this butterfly means you're being protected by the love and the spirit of an ancestor who has passed. So if you have been missing and hurting and longing or looking for a new direction once you've actually, if you've been grieving and you've been separated from somebody, either by distance, time, space, lack of emotion, the end of a relationship, which is a death in and of itself, or actual death, this is the communion. This is the spirit of that love for you coming back to visit you. So I would not be surprised if you start getting downloads, dreams, and messages from the person that you lost. Communication, like that veil is wide open now. It's like that veil doesn't exist at all. And Scorpio, you would be the perfect one to communicate mediumship. Now, that may be a way that you're helping others, is by actually being a medium and being able, like being that conduit between them and somebody else. So you might be actually downloading dreams or getting messages for somebody else that you know in your life that has been grieving. And this is a way, happy birthday, Doug Denny, for you to, this is a way for you to help. This is a way for you to use your very unique gifts in order to give somebody comfort. Of course, this is going to be coming from experience from your own life too. Let's look at these cards. Now, these cards are interesting. Wow, color. These cards are interesting because I usually always read. This is the Secret Language of Light deck, if you guys want to know. And all of this is psychic communication because colors are related to emotions. They're representative and they're subjective. Okay, but they're going to make you feel something. And colors are related to feelings. So colors are going to be playing a big freaking role in what you dream, what you see in your heart, flashes and meanings, representation, all of these colors. Dressing yourself in certain colors, wearing specific stones that help you heal. Amethyst helps you heal. Things like, what is it? Rose quartz opens up your helps you find love or welcomes in romance or softens your heart. But green stones, I was going to say jade, but not jade. Green stones will help to open up your heart chakra for possibilities and faith in yourself and courage. Because remember, our heart isn't just where we love, it is where we find courage. So there's a sense of different colors affecting you and impacting you, and how you can use those different colors to help to soothe you, heal you, as well as inspire you, and how you will be getting these lines of communication to you, Scorpio, over this full moon. So much psychic downloads. I am in awe of you. And then you can't make this shit up. Water, the overflow. Like everywhere and always. What did I say? There's going to be an overflow, an overabundance of psychic downloads. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have already started to have them. And this is open yourself up to it. You're not going to drown. You're a water sign. Let it flow. Let it wash over you. Let yourself feel. Let yourself honor those feelings in order for it to flow into you, out of you, and be gone. Let yourself experience the sensation of the coolness and refreshing nature of new emotions that are coming in to replace those old emotions that don't serve you anymore. This is a cleansing time, a time of healing, and a time when you will be able to release feelings for somebody that you held onto that have become unhealthy for you and hurtful towards you. It will be the perfect time for you to write on your full moon paper, your full moon, you're not intentions, but your full moon relinquishments, to say these feelings don't serve me anymore. I honor what I felt. I honor what I experienced to feel that way, but these feelings don't serve me anymore. I have larger purpose. I have a bigger purpose. I have a bigger deed. This is what I need to be now, and this is where I want to focus my energy. So this is a sense of feeling it to healing it. And oh my God, there's going to be a lot that's going on with you emotionally. Like almost it's going to feel too much. I won't be surprised if a lot of you end up being the crowd that kind of stays home and heals yourself in order to fine tune yourself to then prepare yourself to go out and to serve others. And serving others could help to heal you now, but some of you it's just going to be way too fucking heavy. And so what you're going to need is that time and space and that buffer just to like be with yourself and be one with your emotions and to honor them and to interpret them. Definitely, Scorpios, have that notebook next to you to write down the colors that you're seeing, the dreams that you're having, and things that inspire you. You're going to want to note this, notate it so that you can come back and intellectually be able to apply yourself to the experiences that you had so that you can like intellectually start to use that information for your greater good. I love you guys. I really do. And enjoy your full moon in Pisces. I was going to say Capricorn. It's not. It's Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I believe the moon is currently in Sagittarius. Let's see. No. Moon has, well, no. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to clear my throat. So the moon is in Capricorn right now, though it will start to enter Aquarius soon, later on this evening. We had just experienced the moon being in Sagittarius, and it would not be surprising if there's just so much charisma and you cannot help but be attracted to a moon in to people when the moon is in Sagittarius. People get really like alive and energized, Sagittarius, and your energy is just so full of life and love and possibility all the time. So this moon can really help to serve your already natural form of optimism and natural form of curiosity. So indulge in that, Sagittarius. Once again, this is for Sagittarius sun, moon, rising. It is the messages that you need to hear from the Piscean full moon, around the Piscean full moon, and for the energy of the Piscean full moon. If you're dealing with if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, this is a great energy for you to have as well. Interesting combination, Sagittarius and Pisces, so often attracted to each other because they are so similar to each other in such different ways. So it's almost like opposites attracting the actual opposite side of themselves. Interesting. Let's look what the cards have to say. So this is the Moonology card. This is your Moonology deck. This is what it looks like if you're curious. And of course, all the links for the decks are below, so you don't have to look to find them. Believe in what? Dude, this is like the perfect energy for you, Sagittarius. This is what I was just talking about too. This is the mentality and feeling that anything is possible. This is a blue moon. It is that rare occasion, but your spirit and your energy is a rare occasion, Sagittarius. So this energy is going to infuse you with the feeling of limitlessness. And it may not actually be creativity so much as it is you're going to want to get out and explore. You're going to want to get out and journey. You're going to want to get out and try things. If you've dreamed it, you're going to want to do it. You're going to want to engage. You're going to feel like there's no reason not to, and there isn't any reason not to. This is a rare occasion when you're just going to feel extremely full and infinitely possible, and there is nothing that you cannot do. Interesting, because sometimes watery moons can be very, very difficult for fire signs, especially because there's so much emotion and there's so much dreams. But remember, Piscean energy is also expansive. It's also progressive in that way that it starts to give you ideas and makes you believe in the infinitely possible. And so it's already going to actually almost kind of nourish you and water your fire, if that makes any sense, because usually water would put out fire. But this is a way of it actually making life a little bit more steamy. Okay. Oh, I just got myself into something. Ooh, what up? You better stop. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Oh, see, right there, you're going someplace new. I'm telling you right now, this is a great time. This could be a great weekend for you to be getting out, getting away, taking a long weekend, experiencing a new place, going someplace that is, just a weekend getaway, but someplace that you've never been before, traveling through doorways and gateways that you have not done, that you have not gone before. I think this is for you, very 3D energy, Sagittarius, but you will be inspired maybe through your dreams. And what you'll do is you'll notice you'll be flipping through a brochure, you'll be seeing a billboard, you'll hear somebody say something, and immediately you'll be like, I gotta try that. I want to try that. That sounds so cool. And not only will you go and investigate it and look into it and research it online, but you will go and do it. If it's in close proximity, you will, or I don't know, with all this COVID crap, if you can get on a plane, but if you can do it, you will go there. This is going to be something like you're just going to have this energy that says, go and do it now, get out and go. Like live within this dream. It's going to be right there. Attila Adamas, thank you so much for your donation. You rock, and your blessings are received, and I share blessings back to you. Thank you so much for your contribution. So here we have Sagittarius, infinite possibilities, those doorways opening. You're going to be out there. You're going to be looking for new things to do, and you're going to be doing them. You absolutely. Now, this initiation card is a wonderful energy, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. It's almost this stage in your life where you're going to pass through a portal that you're not going to go back through. This is a change. It could be a major change that's coming up in your life, a marriage. It could be getting engaged. It could be moving in with somebody or deciding to. So the adventure doesn't necessarily have to be out there as much as an adventure in your life, because it's a place or a stage in your life that you've never been before, but suddenly it's possible. And it's just the only thing that you can really think about is what I'm saying. But this is definitely a transformation in character. So if you've had any walls or blocks, or you felt restricted or confined, this is when you feel like you use the water to push down the dam. That's what happens. Now, this is your dream interpretation card. This is really interesting. This is a lovely, I don't know if there's going to be food. I don't know if there's going to be drink, but you're going to be indulging. You're going to be living life. This is the card of sweetness of life, feeding yourself, feeding your soul, loving life. It could be gluttony, it could be overindulgence, but no, not with this other energy. Sagittarius, this is you really enjoying yourself, getting out there. I swear to God, I knew it was going to be some sort of, through that physical experience, your life is going to transcend and go into a different direction. You're going to taste new foods, experience new restaurants, meet new people, talk to different people. Like this is allowing yourself to live in order to heal yourself from things that have confined you and made you feel stifled. So this is a beautiful time for you to get out. Like I just keep seeing like the wineries. I know that I'm close to wineries where I live. There's a sense that this would be a great time to go and just spend a long weekend there. I'm just giving you a suggestion. Hey, but this is going to be a real sweet life for you and a real sweet time. One that could have felt a little heavy and burdensome is actually going to feel like, no, because it's almost like I can be free to be myself. My emotions, I can wear them on my sleeve. I don't have to hide them or worry about people judging me for them. I'm not worried about people judging me for them. I'm free and liberated from them. This could be a big old purge for you, Sagittarius. And you're doing it by getting yourself out there, utilizing what I suggested in the beginning of the video, which is utilizing the physical world to help impact your emotional world, which is if I felt confined, if I felt restricted, I'm just going to get out there and try something new. So, hi, guys. Thank you so much for all of you who had the patience. I see we've lost 4 people. Dude, sometimes this shit happens. What the fuck? But anyway, yeah, there you go. You get my but anyway, yeah, there you go. You get my but anyway, yeah, there you go. You get my